Hey, in this video, we're going to give you a little bit of a tour around the Minute24 demo. So go ahead and click on the icon and enter in your login information. And click on the Remember Me so you don't have to do that every single time. Now, the Minute24 dashboard is made up of a lot of different pages, and you can see some of the pages are unlocked for the demo, and some are locked. The locked pages are only available for a premium package, and we'll go over that when we go through this. All of the unlocked icons are available with our demo, and also if you like the demo, there's a very reasonably priced basic plan that you can continue to use the demo, and these icons will remain unlocked. But after 10 days, everything is going to lock up except for your ability to get a premium plan or a basic plan, basically a paid plan. So the first thing I want to bring your attention to is the cooking screen. Now, basically what these cooking screens are, when you open one of these screens, this is what will show on your Android tablet for you to use and to time equipment. And each of these screens is a digital representation of pieces of equipment, and actually on some of the screens, multiple pieces of equipment, maybe under a cooking line. So for example, this is a char grill, and on the char grill, there are 6 places that we can time food. This is a single deck of a New York style pizza oven, and you can time up to 6 pizzas or in 6 locations within that deck at any one time. Then we have a full cooking line with a grill and 2 fryers. And we're going to go ahead and start there. So I'm going to click on this, and it puts a little check mark. And then I'm going to click on the save, and it will open this cooking screen. And this is a digital representation, like I said, of a char grill, of 1 deep fryer, and pretend that the deep fryer has 2 baskets, just like you see in the picture here. But the reason that I have 2 timers on each side for each basket is sometimes people like to do double basket cooking if you're very busy. So it gives you a little bit of extra flexibility in how many things you can time at one time on the piece of equipment. So, and here's a second fryer. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let's pretend that we're going to put some food on the grill right here in the back left corner of the char grill. So I'm going to click this spot, and our preloaded demo has a hamburger and chicken breast. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the hamburger, and it starts a timer of 8 minutes and 26 seconds, or 8 minutes and 30 seconds, and starts counting down. And then maybe they got some French fries with it. I'm going to go ahead and drop them in fryer 1. And you can see everything that you see here can be edited, the names of things, the pictures, etc. And you can start adjusting this to your own menu later in our lessons. So we'll start some French fries, and then maybe we got some wings. Okay. And then I want you to see something. I'm going to go ahead and click on fryer 2. And in fryer 2, this is a little bit different than in fryer 1. because maybe this is a seafood fryer and you don't want to allow certain other things to cook in this fryer. So you can limit what shows to be timed for any piece of equipment, and it kind of helps people from making mistakes and cross contamination, things like that. Now I'm going to start some mozzarella sticks too. Actually, I need to do that on the other menu here. So we'll start some mozzarella sticks because I know that they're going to give me some instructions relatively quickly. So while this is going, I want to point out a few other features on the screen. There's a light done and a well done option. So it's time for us to shake the basket of fries. And I'm going to go ahead and point out, you notice this is green. Well, if I click this while it's green, then I get a certain number of points if you want to set up the gamification and employee point tracking for employee performance measurement on the equipment with following your instructions. If it turns to yellow or to red, they'll get less points and possibly even give points back. And later in some additional video, we'll show you how all of that works, but it's pretty cool. So sometimes, time to shake the mozzarella sticks. We'll go ahead and do that. And now it's time to shake the French fries. And we'll make sure we click that and shake the French fries. Now, if something needs to be cooked light done, you can click on light done first. And maybe they want the French fries a little bit lighter, and that'll take off a little bit of cook time. Or if something needs to be well done, you can always click on well done, and it will add on the appropriate amount of time that you set to make it cook a little bit longer. Now, what if you click something accidentally and you just want to reset it? Well, let me shake the fish first. You can click the reset button, and you can just reset the timer on anything. But the cool thing is, if employees do this and you're tracking things for the game, the Minute24 game, then it tells you if they reset it, and it tells you at what point they reset it. It gives you so much information to make sure that they're not trying to cheat and not follow your instructions. So it's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and reset a bunch of this because there's no reason for us to watch it all tick down. Whoop. There we go. So we reset that, and we're going to let this one finish because it only has a few seconds. But sometimes when you're finished cooking something, you look at it and you're like, oh man, that needs a little bit of extra time. And in our restaurants, that would be the time where I would drop it and say, I'm going to come back and get that in a minute, and I would forget about it. And then 5 minutes later, it was burnt, or the mozzarella sticks were gone. Right, so here. Now it's completed. It tells that it's done, and it also starts tracking the countdown from when it was done. And what if you looked at it and you're like, oh boy, those need 15 extra seconds or 30 extra seconds. So you can just click add time, and it'll just start a supplemental time so that you don't forget to look at it. I mean, how many times does something get your attention away from your cook line, and all of a sudden you lose food and waste food? It's miserable. So there. Now, some of the other things that are pretty cool about this, what if you have a pizza oven being timed in another part of your restaurant? So let's click this little plus button, and then I can click this add, and it'll bring up all the cook zones again. And here's my pizza deck. So let's go ahead, and we're going to add this to the screens. So now it has both of them. And I can have this view on one tablet, and on another tablet, if I just swipe my finger across it, well, here's the pizza oven. And the cool thing is the tablets are actually networked together in our premium package. So if you want to view what's going on in another area of your restaurant or another area of your kitchen, you can just swipe your finger across it and see what's happening on that tablet. So here, if I want to put a pizza in the pizza oven, well, I only have one pizza set up and it's to cook for 10 minutes. So it just defaults and it starts it. But if I wanted to put all my pizzas and my calzones and my strombolis or whatever I wanted to set up to be timed, it would show up here. And this is what the pizza looks like. But if there's only one item to cook for the equipment, why make somebody touch it? Just start another pizza. Now I'm going to go ahead and reset these. And I want to point out one other thing. So we have a tutorial button here. And there's two different modes that this software can be in. There's speed mode, which it's in by default, because we just want things to go quickly. But I'm actually going to go to the other screen to show you this. So what if somebody doesn't know which fryer is the fish fryer? Well, obviously they can't start a timer on it, but there's some other cool things to kind of help with training. So if you have a newbie, you can start them in training mode. And if they click on the screen and they pick that they want to start something, I'm sorry. If they click on the menu and you click on what the item is, like the fish, it will only let you time the fish on this. So they can go ahead and start it. So in training mode, they can touch the menu first, choose the piece of, and obviously you can't cook a hamburger on the fryers. Another thing that training mode has in it is if you touch the menu item and you have a tutorial video set up for the food item, then the employee could just touch the illuminated green button and a video will pop up on the tablet telling them, on forth. So you can see this is just a really cool video for hamburger, but you could certainly put your video into the timer, and then the timer will actually show your video to your employee. So the fish is still going over here. Let's go ahead and click on reset. So you can see there's a lot of versatility in what you can do on this screen. I'm going to go ahead and put it back into speed, and we don't have anything else cooking on any of the screens. So we're going to go ahead and exit back out to the dashboard here, and I want to go through what the rest of these unlocked icons mean for you. So the profile is where you have your address and control of your address and your location PIN code and everything like that. Now, nothing is editable in the demo mode. It's just all locked in place for the next 10 days. But if you get a paid plan, then it becomes necessary to be able to edit this information. The other thing I want to point out here is you can change the sound of your tablet from this screen in the paid mode. So if you don't like the sound of the beep, if it's too much for you, there's a lot of different noises that you can have the tablet give as an indicator to check something. The other thing, you can delete your account here. So if for some reason you decide not to get a paid plan and you don't want your information saved in our servers, just delete your account and it'll be gone. Go ahead and click on back. And the premium packages. So this is, if you love what's going on in 10 days, you can use this for free, absolutely free for 10 days. But after that, things will stop. And if you're happy with the basic package with the demo and just editing, you get, I think, 10 menu items, and you can get 6 cook zones. It's all here. You can read it. I don't have to tell you about it. But if you like it and you want to extend the plan, you can click on buy and go through the process of purchasing the plan. If you want all of the features, and what this does is really cool. You're going to want to see this. You're going to click on buy, choose the number of employees that you want to be able to register. If you don't want to use the gamification, just buy the smallest plan. And you don't need any of this. But if you want to track your employees and how they're following your instructions, you can set up accounts for them, and you can choose the appropriate amount that you need. Additionally, there is our facilitator, our expo screen down here. That is an additional $19.99 a month, and you'll see later in the videos exactly what that does, and you can decide if you want to add that. And then eventually we have a new product or a new feature coming where you'll be able to put on a headset and actually talk to the timer and use a Bluetooth connection and activate it and control it with your voice. So that's coming in the future. Let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard. Now, some of the other icons that are unlocked here. The equipment library, the things that you saw on these cook screens, things like the fryers and the pizza oven. Well, there's all kinds of equipment that I have pre-set up in this for you. And all of these things can be utilized in this demo when you edit in the cook screen, and you can add menu items in the next thing I'm going to show you and assign it to cook in your convection oven. There's just a lot of versatility here. But if you want to edit, say, your char grill, and maybe you want to be able to cook or time 8 things on your char grill instead of just 6, just click on the edit button. Edit the piece of equipment. And right over here is 2 by 3. That means 2 by 3. So if you want it to be 2 by 4 or 3 by 3 for your grill and cook 9 things, that's entirely up to you. Let's do the 3 by 3. That sounded more interesting. So there, and then you can go through and you can edit the colored blocks and do whatever you want here. So if you don't want these to be both red right next to each other, we can certainly go in and change the color of this. So this is zone 8. So we'll just click on or slide this along with your finger. And touch zone 8. And you can make up any color that you want by entering your own hex code. You can pick a color out of the palette here and then simply choose it, and it will add to the color palette. Or you can pick one of these, and we'll just pick black. And you can see you can edit this to make it look any way that you want. But when you're finished, just click Save. And now the piece of equipment has been edited to your restaurant. Other things that you can do if you don't have a char grill, or you wanted to change the name of this, you call it a broiler or whatever you want to do, you can change the name of anything here. You saw how you can change the colors. You can also change these pictures. So if you don't have a char grill and you want to use this for something else, we'll just click over here, and we have a whole image library that you can pick from all kinds of different things. Or you can go on the internet or AI and you can make your own picture for something and put it on the tablet. and you can just click right here and upload from your gallery and put any picture in that you want. Let's go ahead and get out of this. I'm going to click on back. And with the paid plans, you can delete, you can copy and paste, you can just add brand new, and you can also move these things around with this icon right here. Move and sort. So just like the equipment library, it also comes preloaded with some menu items for you to fool around and play with. You can see there's a pizza. You've seen these on the timer in the previous part of this video. There's chicken wings. There's all kinds of stuff. You can set up a detergent bucket, timing on your sanitation. You can do anything that you want to track time for. And once again, you can click on edit. And if you don't like the picture, or you don't use this, or you don't sell this, you don't sell fish, and you want to use this for jalapeno poppers or something else in your fryer, just go ahead and click on edit. And if you want to, this is limited to only the deep fryer here because it's fish, but if whatever you're putting in cooks on both fryers, you can certainly put that in here. And I can change the name here, but I can also change it further in. And I want to look at the pictures that I have and decide what I'm going to pick for this. So let's just pretend whatever you're adding has a new cook time. And maybe the cook time for the new item is 7 minutes. So this is hours, minutes, and seconds. So if it's 7 minutes, that's 7 minutes. Save. And then this is where things get really cool. So if you don't want it to tell it to shake an item, if you want it to turn an item, you can certainly do that. You can give any instruction that you want. And if you want it to have more than one instruction during the total cook time of the item, just add another instruction and tell it what you want your employee to follow. Here's where you can set the points that you'll give them or take away from them if they don't follow your instruction in this amount of time. So 2 minutes in to the total cook time, we want them to shake whatever this is. There'll be 5 minutes showing on the timer, and if they do it within 15 seconds, they're going to get 30 points. If they do it after 15 seconds, they get 15 points. And if 30 total seconds go by, 15 and 15, they get 0 points. And here's the time that'll be showing on the timer in each of these instances. And it's amazing how you can get people to do things correctly on day one with these instructions. It's really helpful. Here's where you set your light done and your well done time. And once again, if we keep moving on, here's where you can update the images, and you can change the item name here as well. You can change total cook time here too. But let's decide on what we wanted that new item for the fryer to be. So we can have maybe some fried chicken. I don't know. There's all kinds of pictures in our library you can see that you can choose from. Right? So here, let's go fried green tomatoes. Maybe that's something that we're doing. And maybe the cook time on these is, I don't know what, maybe like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Whoop, I lied to you. We have to go back and change the cook time on the original page. So if we save this as the fried green tomatoes, I can change the name here. And I like to put names in without spaces. It makes them look better on the menu screen that displays on the timer. Fried green tomato. Save. So you can see that's now in your library, and if I wanted to edit that cook time, I would go back into it just like that. And if it's 5 minutes, I could just click the speed button here, put in the 5, and then just zip through the pages back to the end and save it. So that's now on cooking on the fryer. And if you want to see, we can actually, let's edit the cook screen first. So we edited that grill, and then we edited a menu item that cooks in the fryer. So if we go into the last thing that you can edit here, which are these cook screens themselves. So here's the ones that we were working on before. We were working on this cook line. So let's edit this. And let's adjust this grill. You can see it automatically changes it just like that. And now the grill is saved. You can change the name of a cook zone if you want. You can adjust the equipment if you don't have 2 fryers. If you want to put a convection oven here underneath, just click on it and pick the convection oven timer. And now that's going to be the zone. And you can see it's been edited right there. And here's that char grill. Let's fix that. See? Boom. Very fast to edit and customize to your restaurant. And then let's go look in the fried green tomatoes cook on the fryer. So here's my fryer. I'm going to go ahead and click it. And here's my fried green tomato right there. And boom, starts. If I got another order that was well done fried green tomatoes, and there it goes. So let's go ahead and reset these. I'm going to show you what happens if you try and leave the screen while they're going. Well, on the premium version, it won't let you exit. Now, when I come back into the screen, anything that you had cooking, this is all being stored in the cloud. So it will always find it and then restore whatever timing sessions were going on. So let's say you dropped a tablet and broke it, and then went to the store and bought another tablet. When you turned it on and logged in, the timer would still be going. So you never lose information. Okay. As we go back through the unlocked icons now, some of the other things I want you to realize is there is a full video help and tutorial library with the video you're currently watching and all the subsequent help videos that we have for you to see. There's also a support icon that you can click and you can ask questions. So if you need send me a question or send us a question, click on add question and it will email it to us. And we're good about getting back to people on this in about 24 hours. You can also go to our website and use our contact us form to ask any questions. Or if you wanted to set up a time for us to do an online Zoom, you can use the contact us or support, and we'll get back to you to do that. I'm going to skip over this because this is not in place at the time of the filming of this video, but eventually, if you like the timer and you want to share it with your friends, we're going to have an affiliate program where you can share the monthly income that we make on it and make some money. And then as far as the last option that's unlocked, this is for branding. So if you don't like all the red all over everything, if you don't like the background pictures, well, you can modify this to look just like you want your business. So click on the settings and the background picture that's behind the dashboard. You can pick anything that you have on your tablet. Always allow everything if you want things to work good. So you can pick something from your gallery, put your logo in there, whatever you want the background to be. I don't even know if I have anything cool. Yeah, let's just do something like this. There. Right, and then if you don't like the colors of everything, just go ahead and click and pick yourself some new colors or put in the colors for your business. And you can just simply go back and look at how it affects the screens. This is going to be the theme, is going to be like the bar color at the top. And then you can adjust text color in the dashboard. You can adjust the color of the tabs in the dashboard. And there's just so many things you can do here. And when you're finished, don't forget to click update. And if you don't like what you did, you can always return it to the default by just clicking this button, and it will go back to the default theme. So that's about all we have for this video that goes through all of the different icons that are unlocked. I do want to just point out one last thing. The majority of the pages have an information button here that has a detailed video that we made just about the information on this page, on the page only. So you can click it there, and you just need to look for the icon right here, and it will give you a lot of detail about what you can do here. And it will also tell you about what you can do with the unlocked premium features. So don't forget to watch those videos. And, if you have any questions, then reach out for some support, either through the tab like I showed you or through our Contact Us page. Anyway, good luck with everything and have a great day.